guys, Andy the Budget Angler here. Just out. I'm about to do some filming, obviously, because I'm filming it now. So the video that you're about to see is not that exciting, but it's a bit of a mishmash because I've really struggled the last few sessions. The rivers, I've just been fishing the river on my local river with lures, which you would have seen in the last few videos, because that's A, what I've been enjoying, and B, it's really easy for me to grab my gear and dash out the door where I can get a couple of hours. So but yeah, basically these are just some fish I caught on some small lures, and we go up and have a little look at the allotment as well. But I'd filmed a few intros, but they were just irrelevant by the time I'd realised that the fishing I'd done and the fish I caught just weren't really reflecting what I wanted to achieve in the videos, if you like. So I'm waffling on now. I'm just going for a gate, but the river's been so much in flood. I don't know if you can see that there. It's such a change from what it was just 3 weeks ago. You know, you could, in wellies, you could wade halfway across and not get a booty. So yeah, so it's good for the river and it's great, but it just means that the fishing's been a bit tougher, where the fish still haven't really settled into where they want to be. You know, for the winter, all the summer spots are cleared of their snags and stuff like that, what with the flood. So yeah, it's a matter of finding the fish. So yeah, I mean, and also the first session I was out filming, this doesn't come out in the video at all because I didn't. Well, it wasn't worth filming, but I was just lure fishing and I just did not get a touch in every one of my sort of banker swims, you know. And once I got to the end of the run, I was actually fishing. I bumped into a guy lure fishing, and he was about 250 metres ahead of me, just round the bend each time, and he'd had a couple of jacks out of every swim. So it's absolutely classic. That's what happens when you fish busy places. Anyway, I'm waffling on. I'm gonna get tackled up and get fishing. Well, literally as the beeps are going for the batch on the GoPro, this little guy made an appearance. I've scaled right down to a tiny little lure. I don't know whether I'll get enough for a video, but he's a cracking little fish. Fish on. Only a little tiny chublet there, guys, but I'll take him. Just on a little tiny weeny little paddle tail. Normally I'd fish this kind of lure just with a very light mono, but I didn't bring any out with me today, so I'm fishing it on the braid, and it's pretty much half the casting distance. Well, guys, this is the allotment. So this bit I'm walking through now isn't actually my plot. This is the first plot. I've got this second one here. I'll show you a sort of a before photo. This is what I've done so far. So it needs to be I need to get some edging in and get some pathways in, but I've obviously dug a bit of a bed there, and got some onions and garlic in, ready for next year. And I've started a bit of a no-dig bed here because this was a really rough bit of clay at this end, and so that's just got some sort of organic material under that cardboard, and then I'll put some I've actually got loads of old potting compost and topsoil from exhausted pots in my garden that should fill that bed, and then I'm going to use that to get some broad beans in. It's a bit of a departure from fishing, so apologies for that. There's some sort of currant bushes there. These are autumn fruiting raspberry canes that I've chopped down right down to ground level there in that sort of bare patch there. That just needs to be mulched, and then they'll hopefully come up again next year, although it'd been left for probably maybe a year or 18 months a plot, so it was very weedy, as you can see, but I think the drought had actually killed a lot of the weeds off and they hadn't grown back too much. That there will be, when I get round to getting some more pallets, that'll be a couple of composters there. I got the shed, although there may be some hoo-ha whether I can actually keep the shed or not, because I think someone may want to claim it, but anyway, that's by the by. But I want to get a water butt there, and yeah, and get some sort of order to it, so a path and actually separate the beds. And then this bit here where these bramble canes are, this is going to be another no dig bed that I'm going to get set up. I've got some pallets at home that I've broken up or half broken up to make some edging with, so fingers crossed we can make a decent go of it. And yeah, plenty of worms in the soil, so that's something, and hopefully I'll get out and get some worms. But yeah, I'm not going to bore you with the allotments, but I dare say I'll throw a few allotment bits and bobs into my fishing videos as I go. Fish on. There you go, guys. Little chublet there, little blank saver. I'll take that. I've had a few little nibbles from them, but yeah, I'm back to my favoured spot. I didn't get anything else anywhere else on the river. Fish on. Not a whopper, but worth netting. There you go, guys. What about that absolutely cracking chub? Nice, not a massive one by any stretch, but really great fun in the fast flowing water, and on light lures they're absolutely fantastic. I'm pleased as punch with that because it's been a very difficult few sessions. I've not been catching many fish, so yeah, well happy. Well, hopefully you enjoyed that, guys. A bit weird, I'm filming this outro seconds after I film the intro, which I don't normally do. But yeah, so just hopefully there's some value in it to you, and just gets a bit of footage out there for me, and helps me document what I'm doing. Sometimes sort of I worry that the videos are kind of like all the same, but it's what I like to do, and people watch them and you all seem to comment and like them, so obviously thanks for that as ever. Hopefully you enjoyed it anyway. Obviously just leave me to say thanks very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers, guys. Fish on.